Doing well. How are you?
I'm well. I'm well.
Annie will be here in just a second. I'm just trying to make sure we don't have too much headroom or anything like that.
Okay. You're
Okay.
like a professional. You know about the amount of headspace required.
Well, 7 years.
I
Um,
know.
a little bit you've learned along the way. See, she's almost done. She's actually preparing a late lunch, if you will.
Okay. I'm a big fan of Annie cooking, so I watch the Pillow Talk a lot, and I know that she's always cooking something up, like while you guys are doing.
She can cook anywhere. I mean, and it stems from growing up because the way they cook even to this day is with charcoal outside almost, even though it's covered. That's just a common way of cooking. Here comes Annie.
Hi.
Hi, Annie.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good. Just, you have to do this side so I not just see you.
Oh,
Gotta
there we go.
cook.
I was trying to adjust.
Because when you look in the camera, it's the opposite.
Okay, so that's
All right. We are
All
ready.
right. Okay. So here at the table, we're pretty big fans
oh,
of
thank you.
yeah, we really are. I've followed you guys since season 5, right? I
Yes,
think
Yes.
correct.
yeah. So that was 2017. It kind of documented you guys' journey
Yeah.
into the 90-day universe.
Correct.
And
Seems
then
like
from
yesterday, but
there, I mean, you guys are like fan favorites. I mean, you
oh,
already know that.
Thank you. We
we're
appreciate
humble.
it.
We're just everyday people that
Can't believe 7 years already.
I think your story really like it resonated with the audience a lot. I think again because you said like you're real people, right? And you all really documented kind of your journey, the financial struggles, what
oh
it took
yeah.
for you to get here, to purchasing your home and to where you are now. And I think because of that, you painted a picture where the average watcher is like, I can relate. I can relate to these people. Even to Annie, I was just telling David, even when you guys are doing the pillow talk and you guys are doing the commentary, you're cooking, you're interacting, and like I'm telling you, I love it.
Oh,
Oh, we're so humbled by it. I mean, it's an honor for us to even be asked to be, on the eight, and so it's to us, we're so excited by it. But it feels like day one every day.
And it shows, like your enthusiasm shows. So to jump right into it, right? Okay, so
Yes,
90 day basically kind of open this realm for people to um, find love internationally, right? I think before 90 Day Fiancé kind of became this global sensation, we didn't really think about kind of finding love outside. It kind of birthed this whole era of the passport bros and this narrative, this conversation that's happening. And I think it's great because I think often what we do is we limit ourselves to where we can find love. And
absolutely. And even we have people that have gone through the 90-day fiance. They'll come up to us that maybe did it 20 years ago, and they'll share their
yes.
story with us. And
The love is outside the country. It have been for long time, since we have an air parent, I think. But they don't have the documentary like 90 Day Fiance, and that's why I think it's make the shows very popular when it come out because you can see diversity of another that's just, like not just the love in America, but the love that how people adapt to the culture, the spouse, the food, the pregnant, how the family gonna react, and that's why it's I mean, it's a real life. It
yes,
is
right.
happening every day, but we just be able to be, to share our story with many people.
and you're right. It has opened up where people, I'm sure many years, most Americans don't even have a passport, let alone think about I could
Yeah.
actually find love outside the United States. And you hear the term mail order bride, which was an old term.
What is that?
Mail order bride is like you would have agents that would find women and say,
Who like
"Oh,
matchmaker?
yeah," but it was kind of a nastier, like they were for sale. So it was kind of a
Do they pay?
Well, the man would pay for the matchmaker services.
No, they should pay for the bride.
Well, that's kind
That's
of
a
what it was.
dowry.
Well, but they wouldn't use that. So they would say it wasn't going directly to them. They were maybe getting a small
that's
part.
yeah.
So that was the older term. But it has shown that, everybody is able to find love across religions, faiths, cultures, you name it. And it is amazing. I was living in China when I met Annie. So
Okay.
we didn't do the long distance that a lot of people have done on the show, where they meet, they go back to America, they stay in their country, they wait for the visa process. I was living in China. We went back to Thailand, obtained the visa once we got the pre-approvals. We came to America, and I was unprepared to come back to the US because I hadn't lived here in 5 years.
Right.
I was teaching in China, first in Thailand, then China.
What would you say, like, are some of the challenges that you two faced in terms of, because, like I said, I'm a big fan, so I've been watching since day one, and I know, like, you had some challenges with your family, and there were
Yes.
some cultural challenges, but can you kind of expand on some of the challenges you faced as a couple?
I mean, the biggest challenge for us was obviously economic,
Okay.
and not knowing where life would take us next. And even to this day, we don't know what tomorrow will bring. I mean, we know tomorrow because we're actually going to California to start the IVF for Annie on Thursday. But in general, I think when almost any couple is, we didn't really know what to expect coming back to America. For her, she thought it was all Hollywood from a movie.
No, I watched movie, but I didn't expect like I gonna live the lifestyle like that. But I thought like all the neighbors gonna look like Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's not, end up in Kentucky, firehouse, store unit, ta-da, this is reality.
Living
But
on
you know
Dixie
what I
Highway in
love?
Louisville.
Annie really, really stuck by you, David. She's like, it wasn't what, it's like, this is not what I expected. I didn't come here to kind of have
Yeah,
to struggle, but she
yeah.
still stuck by you.
That's the most
Absolutely.
challenging to me. Live on Dixie Highway in the store unit for 2 years, no family, no friend.
And without a green card at that point to travel to even go back to visit.
Cannot work, but I just, what? I just, honestly, and that's why I was like, just what will be. Just do your best every day, and just, I'm talking to my family back to Thailand every single day just to keep me busy and to keep, warning myself what I'm doing, and sharing things. Let's see if I can hang on it. How long, And yeah, I did it.
So, like, we've seen the growth of your relationship, and like, I think it's fantastic because the biggest problem a lot of people are having with relationships right now is that people are like, I can't find someone, it's not working, right? Like,
Yeah, it's
everybody's
because
complaining.
if you keep looking at someone with very high expectation and they didn't go the way you expect them and you just dump them, but that's not fair because you forgot to bring something on the table too. Sometimes people just just forgot like the relationship is a compromise of both. You cannot just expect another person just to be the way you want, because sometimes we cannot even be the way we want ourselves to be. We cannot control ourselves. So that's why the relationship is hard for a lot of people. It wasn't what I expect. Well, think you're supposed to do that for me, but
And
forget about yourself. What you're supposed to do.
and the world really is a disposable society. Whether it's a razor, our attention span, if you think about it from social media, as you watch a video, you look at the average watch time, 20 seconds, they're scrolling up, scrolling up.
Mhm,
And
mhm,
it's
mhm.
really, I think, especially among the younger generation, where it's like the attention, like you get, wow, I'm excited about it, and they're like, so it's,
Yeah, because I know when I walk into David life, I know my attention is not just not just gonna I'm gonna marry him and use him just the boat to America and give me a green card or whatever like people say because
Hmm.
on it like it was in that point I didn't know anything about the documentary or the green card or I even can become a US citizen because that's not my attention. I just want to live my everyday life. It's happening when we were in China. We have our routine, right? Like he will wake up and go to work and we cook lunch, dinner, taking care of the house, and we will hang out all the time, and that's my happiness. It's
Yep.
everyday
We
life.
had a really easy, if you want to say a routine, but an easy life in
Yeah.
China. It's
Right.
only Friday night. You want to go across town. I was
Mm-hmm.
in Weifeng in the Shandong province,
Hang
small
out with
town with
expat.
9 million
Yeah.
people.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like an expat bar. We go play pool or drink, and our fun was just going to like Walmart in China because downstairs is like a shopping area, and they had like the crane machine with the hand that you can win. And she would win all the
So
stuffed animals. Yeah, it was our fun. Or going to the all-you-can-eat buffet on Sunday that had free beer,
life it was
alcohol,
simple. Yeah.
$10, I think it was back then time, 60 RMB.
Life it was very easy and simple, and that's why
But
I can hang on. When we welcome to America.
it also, what it sounds like is that your relationship is like the foundation. There's a true friendship there.
Oh, she is
How
my best
important
friend.
would you say, like, that friendship, how important is it in relationships, that people are making it work? Because you guys sounds like you guys are also friends.
Sometimes, it's up and down. Do I get mad at him sometimes? Yes. Last night he messed up with my dinner.
I tried
He
to cook for her.
offered. I said no, but he still offer. But anyway, I eat the egg, so just throw out the meat. But again, I wasn't. My attention is I know what my goal is, and it is hard to find another relationship to be like stable. I think he's very smart. He can guide me. He can guide my friend. Everybody can ask me the question. I think he's like a little Google, and that's why. And I love him for that. And to keep a relationship fresh, and because we are best friends, we can talk to each other. We can walk and just fart on each other's face with no shame. We can be ourselves all the time. I think that's the part of the fun relationship. You don't have to fake. You can. I cannot.
So we laugh at everything, including ourselves. It really,
Sometimes life is sucks. Life is suffering.
yeah,
But what can you do? It's come and go.
yeah. I mean, that's the truth. You're going to have
Yeah.
ups and downs. The biggest fight we had, and you might have heard the story, is when we first moved into Scottsdale in Old Town. Before we came to Fountain Hills, she goes, "Take me to Goodview." Well, we're in the land of the Valley of the Sun. So I'm like, here's a great view, Papago Park overlooking Phoenix from Scottsdale. No, Goodview was shopping. And I'm like, okay, well, the sun, so I go up into Scottsdale, great shopping center, great view. No, I said, well, put it in the GPS. She wanted to go to Goodwill. Went 47
Sounds like a
miles.
simple misunderstanding.
Yeah, I'm like Goodview, Goodwill. I mean, it's close, same, but different. It's. And
So one of the other things that because I was watching 90 Day Diary, and I know that you were with Submit and Jenny, and Annie, you said, in terms of the age difference, sometimes you feel like you kind of can relate a little bit to their story.
Yeah.
Has that ever like been a challenge for you two in the relationship in terms of the age difference?
Yeah, it is big challenge, because when we travel, I like to do the adventure stuff. But he not
Mm.
take even the risk to take his shoes off and walk on the dirt. So that is
I grew up in New Jersey, so we don't walk barefoot. It's
and
just
I'm
not
like,
something
I want to, I want to do more, and that's why I have to stand on my ground. I told him, let me live my life on my term because you already live your 30. Don't make me become a 60 years old woman. Let me live my 30. If you cannot do,
Yeah, go
don't
do.
stop me.
No.
Don't get mad when I go. Don't jealous. Don't even bring up the crazy conversation. Because I dare, because I want to, just have an experience in life because you already live your life, but I'm not.
Yeah,
I am.
I'm not going to go bungee jumping. If she wants to, go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're supportive.
So yeah, very supportive. Unless there's something that's so risk taking, like going up and up.
That's bungee jump, isn't it? I never say I want to go bungee jump. I just want to canoe.
Well, you want to? Well, you make the choice. But like the hot air balloon when we were in Vang Viet, Laos.
I never want to go hot air balloon. I'm not gonna push myself that far. I just want to go like ATV. That's
And I went with you ATVing last time.
and you got sick for 2 months.
Well, because I got you drive over the dirt road, got dust in my lungs.
Horrible.
She didn't understand when let the dust settle. There's a reason people said that. We were ATVing and a person's going in front of us, and it's a rock road and dirt road. I'm like, no, lay back a bit so the dust will settle so you can see.
David, like what's one of the biggest like cultural experiences that you can share with us in terms of from that you kind of learned from Annie's culture?
Obviously I lived in Thailand, and I am still learning Thai culture, and even within Thai culture there's subcultures. So from where she is from, northeast part of Thailand, is called the Isan region, which has more of a Laotian influence into it. So like the festivals and the things that you do, ceremonies,
language.
Yeah, and even very different from Bangkok or even different from Phuket or I was teaching at. So I'm still learning that. I mean, I've blended well into it. Obviously, I was a monk for 3 days, and with Annie's family and friends, she's always explained to me, we don't do this, we don't do this. We were at a funeral for somebody in the village back in December, and as we were leaving the temple where they cremate the body, she goes, don't look back or the soul will not want to leave. Here in America, we go to the cemetery and we look to make sure everything is, they put the dirt back on. Very different. And even obviously funeral.
Different ceremony and the way thinking and the way of the creative, humanity is, is range, is culture.
And then she goes, okay, tomorrow we're going over the house. They're having a gigantic party, music. It's how they do the celebration of life for 3 days. Like, wait a minute, we're playing cards, drinking. Somebody's looking at the picture of
How do you feel of that when you see it?
Well, I mean,
how do you adapt to that culture?
It's different. Well, it was a 26-year-old who had passed away. And so they had the picture of her there, and the 5-year-old is touching you. You're crying on one side, and on the other side of the table, you're sitting there playing cards and still having humor and life. It was a very different.
And celebrating the life.
And celebrating life. I think I have more of an appreciation. Not like, I think that, I've never said I think that's stupid because I don't. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, because they lived their life before you even born.
Right, so, culture.
That's why the culture. That's the culture. No matter, what faith they are or what, human gratitude is. It's just, that's the way they believe, the way they do,
It's amazing.
It is amazing.
And I think the biggest fear, staying in America as long as we've been here now is I don't want her to lose her Thainess or lose the culture in which she comes from, because that is what attracted me to Annie, besides being the most beautiful person. The inside, the culture, her humor. It is, yes, she is beautiful on the outside. Everyone can see that. I don't need to have that verified by Instagram to give a check mark that she's beautiful. We know that. It's the inside. It is the culture that she brings thousands of years of, because once you're in America,
I'm not gonna change my Thainess, because the other day when we drove by with my friend, we still rolled out the window, and because the girl that day, she said, "Oh, sexy man," you were so upset.
Well, we're $10 million house is going to a friend's house.
We say hi to people. That's how we say hi.
Well,
sexy man, where you go?
So coming from a completely different culture, did you have different relationship expectations? How does your culture affect your relationship with David in terms of how you guys go about?
In my case, it's not really much effect because my family is very support. Even when David told them he cannot give them a grandchild, give me a kid, naturally, they still expect and understand and very respect my decision to marry with the old American. So they very support, and they know that same day when David didn't have money, he clear with everyone. I'm just a teacher, make a little bit of living enough to support myself and my girlfriend at that time, and and they're just okay, and just like you love a shelter, you're happy. It's not much in my culture because my family just love David.
Yeah, I know, like, I've seen, it documented when you guys are there, like, the whole family comes together and everyone
Oh
seems to be very
yeah,
Very
supportive.
much so.
yeah.
And she just sold the family that we're going through IVF.
Oh, they're so exciting. My mom called me every morning. Have you go yet? Have they kicked your egg yet? When the baby gonna born? I said, no, not now.
Because 2 weeks ago on Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
I did the sperm extraction, the
Okay.
surgically.
My stop real
Yep,
quick.
she's gonna check on her stove real
Excuse me.
quick. She has her priorities, and cooking is one of them. So it was, Valentine's Day, we did the sperm extraction. We were able to get 4 vials with good mobility, and Thursday she'll start the hormone treatments,
Mhm.
and they'll extract. As I'm still learning through the IVF, you talk about the 90-day journey. This is
I'm
totally a
sure.
learning experience, and they have been phenomenal explaining it. And if God is willing, as she told her family, her mom goes, see, if science is willing, and then her aunt said, no, we need to go pray because it has to be up to God is willing. It's, the way they believe.
So for you, so I know that you have 2 daughters and a son, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so how is it for you, kind of starting over?
Annie and I have been fortunate enough to have traveled a lot over the last 7 years. And now would be the time to have a child. We have put in for her mom's green card to come over,
Oh, okay.
because Annie's a citizen. She has the right to petition for her mom. And we haven't had the conversation with her dad yet, or Jordan, because Jordan her brother, because he's under 21, could come over on a green card if he chooses, but it would have to be with the mom or dad. We opted right now just for her mom because it'd be hard enough with a child. I have no problem getting up in the middle of the night and changing diapers, rotating with her. One night I get up, I did it with my 3 children. I have no problem in doing that. I'm not going to be throwing a football around with my lower back, but it's also different. We have tools and technology that makes things a little bit easier. You don't have to get up and walk up the stairs. We have fortunately the way our house is here in Arizona, the master bedroom is downstairs. So
Mhm.
it's an easier thing. It's not like running downstairs to get a bottle and running back upstairs. I mean, I could do it. It's not, I'm only 55. I'm not like I'm 97 years old. So
So it's exciting to kind of like, basically start this new journey with Annie, kind of, becoming a
yeah,
dad again.
yes, because
Okay.
together it's, especially, when you're planning on it, and if God willing it happens, then it'd be such an honor to have a child together with her, and that it would be selfish for me to say, oh no, I don't want you to have a child. That would be selfish to deny her that right. Even though she was fine with it, when we first got married, I always said, if this is something you want, I want it as well. And if we can, we can. It was never such a high expectation.
Yeah, at first when we got together, like I don't think I will want it.
Right.
After he's come to America and struggling, and it wasn't like a big family or love and support. Much family like in the community, same community like in Thailand. And like, if I have a baby here, I think I will die. Nobody gonna help me. Nobody gonna love me. And so like, no, no, no. And until we moved to Arizona and we settled on our feet, I have a lot of love and support frame, with the America or in Thai community. And I feel like they are my family. They even though we don't know each other for the entire life, but sometimes it's just you can feel that the energy, the love, the care, that the need for each other that I have here,
Right.
like have in Thailand. Now I feel like I have in here, and that's why I told David, you know what? I keep the best year of my life. Enjoy traveling, eating food, struggling with you, help you build a life, help us build a life. Now I think it's my turn. I think I'm ready.
You're
Yes.
ready.
I am very ready. I want a new chapter in life. For like David told you, 4 bedroom, it's, it's very feel very empty. It's just two of us, and
Hmm.
it's quiet. And you know what? People having baby all the time, and I am 1,000% ready for it. And my family is ready for it. They cannot wait. So why not? I have so much love and support.
And
Absolutely.
yeah, like I hope that it'll be documented because I'll certainly be watching. And like I told you, I'm already a big fan, and I really, really wish you guys the best of
Thank you.
luck in that journey. And I hope to be able to kind of see it.
Thank you so much.
There's one thing that we've said: the baby will have so many virtual aunts and uncles, because the 90-day fans are part of the 90-day universe, and we feel like family.
Yeah.
Honestly, when somebody, whether we've done a cameo for them 5 years ago for their mom or somebody, they'll send me a message saying, my mom passed away. I'm so sorry, but your cameo made her so special. We feel connected.
Yes.
I respond to every message on social media. I try my best, unless it's like person has one follower and you can tell it's not a real account. But in general,
it's probably someone who said they love you all the time, and another side of their mind, I hate him, and they just create another account.
so
just
it's
to verify themselves.
But I do respond. Now, I'm not going to get into long conversation where if it gets too long, I'm like, I only have so many hours in a day.
It's like, I get it. Before we let you go, because we have a huge male audience, so 2 questions. What do you think men get wrong in terms of finding love internationally? Like I said, you had this whole passport bro narrative going on. Sometimes it could get a little fiery, gets a little heated. What do you guys think men get wrong in?
I will answer this first. I would say if you are go to another country, you leave your Americanness at home. You go with open your mind. You can bring your knowledge, your humble, all you want from America. But if you just don't act like Ken or Karen to go there, do not. Because especially example, if you go to Thailand, it's like, be very street smiley culture, and you just go along with it. Try the food, and try to meet the lady, not online, in person.
Yeah.
I don't care where you meet her, not online. I don't care. You can sit, have a beer, and then you might meet her at the bar. And doesn't mean they're not good people. You can find good people everywhere. Open your mind and your heart.
It could be at 7-Eleven. I think humility and going a long way, always knowing that you're a guest in another person's country is the first thing. And to act like if there's a power structure because of economics and you're using that or economics as a form of power, the relationship is doomed.
Oh yeah.
And I will say this as to the guys out there is when you do find a relationship, you have to make it like the movie 50 First Dates. Every day you have to wake up and make them fall in love with you over and over and over again, whether it's putting out somebody's vitamin, having coffee ready if you get up before them.
And treat them the way you want to be treated.
Yes.
That was awesome. David, you guys, honestly, I couldn't say it better. So from your mouth to their ears, you heard David and Annie's advice in terms of what you're getting wrong and what you need to get right.
And the last piece, and we've stuck by this, and we've probably become corny now because we've said it so many times, but if two people truly stick together,
it's nothing bad can happen.
You don't let anybody come between you.
Just keep your love is real. Just keep it fresh every day. And don't forget to remind, each other, how much you love each other and how much you need each other. And hey, you are each other best friend. You don't want to lose each other. That's just life, It's come and gone.
I mean, everybody is going through tough times, whether it's emotionally, financially. I mean, let's be honest, COVID has created PTSD for everybody. It's a mindset that a fear, that what's been through us for whatever reason, that's just as a human nature. And when you have somebody you're going through it with, COVID tested every measure of relationships. Some people flourished, some people did not. And but that could be any situation. So if two people stick together, you laugh together. We never yell at each other. There's no
Right.
yell. Our house is very peaceful. That's what Annie said. It's so peaceful that we want to add a baby to it just to have some excitement. But I mean,
Just to get some noise into the house.
you know,
So before we let you go one more time,
Sure.
what do you guys have coming up?
as far as
In terms of the 90-day universe, is there anything coming up?
we'll be on Pillow Talk next Monday night.
Which I will be watching, of course.
You know,
And for my IVF, I will keep update on my social media, Instagram and Facebook.
I will. Okay, like I said, I will be watching and keeping up. And
I'm doing
again,
I'm doing TikTok now, so I just I do
are you just
TikTok.
doing TikTok?
We went live last week. We've been going live with her friend, and you know, Annie has a TikTok, but not really active on it. I just started TikTok. I'm more active on Instagram, Facebook. But I tried TikTok. My daughter's like, okay, you have to do TikTok. Everybody's doing TikTok.
Everybody's doing TikTok.
My buddy 60 years old is on TikTok. You know, it's and sending me all kinds of things. So I just, you know, who knows what will be. If the network wants us for something, we're here. Otherwise, I'll say stay tuned.
Like I said, I already know you guys are fan favorites. We're always going to see you. And from 8 at the Table, thank you very much for joining
Thank
us.
you so much for having
And we
us.
really, really appreciate you guys taking the time to speak with us.
Oh, we thank you so much for having us. An honor to be on it, and wish you all and everybody in 90-day world, you know, great rest of the year. Spring's coming up, and let's make 24 amazing.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
So much for getting on.
That's our producer.
Oh, did he have one last question?
Getting on, guys. We appreciate it. We'll chop this up, tag you guys, and then we'll put it on Instagram, social media, YouTube, and all the platforms.
So we'll send we'll send everything over. You'll get to see the interview, and so everything will be good.
Awesome. And then let us know. We'll post links on our social media. So
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
thank you so much, guys. Wish you the best.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.